To approve the minutes for September the 3rd. Second. Then correction.
Alderman Howard, Alderman Bellamy, Alderman Messick, Vice Mayor Nichols, Alderman Nichols.
Any comment from citizens? Any citizens? Okay, Chief, we're going to let you we'll let you go on. Get there.
We have two new dogs, all-purpose dogs that started training today. So they'll train through October and part of the season, and then they'll be on the road. They've been with us a couple of weeks now. I'll let Darren introduce his dog first.
So this is Naughty. He's a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois. He will be a dual-purpose canine, as well as Storm is coming in back here. He'll be a dual-purpose as well, narcotics training, tracking, as well as patrol.
Where do you want to introduce the dog?
So this is Storm. He's a Belgian Malinois. He'll do the same dual-purpose training. He's been trained in a lot of light work, and he'll be a narcotics detection.
Where's anybody want to be?
You want to tell how you got them? Or?
Well, we bought these dogs out of the grant fund. It's been an experience. We're working with a what's the Nashville K9 out of Franklin, Tennessee, and we shopped around different places, and it's not like our best bet. And he came and he actually interviewed with us when we interviewed for the K9 officers. And I think the dogs are ready to go. We just got to get the administrators to work together, and I think it's going to be a good program for us. We have one dog at Sergeant Robinson, and he has a dog now that will be retiring around the first of the year. So we'll just move on with our two new canines and see how far we're going. All right. No, what that is. We thought I'd swear him in with the grad, didn't think they could talk for him. Maybe at the end of this year. Still in training, right? Still in training.
Okay, thank y'all. Thank you. Good luck, Sarah, with that dog. Okay, we're getting the committee and commission. Safety. Finance. Street. Water and sewer.
Mayor, we don't have a meeting.
Next Thursday at noon at the recreation.
Tourism.
I decided that I accepted a resignation in Tim Fall. We've got two commissioners. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Tim and Stephen Banks that both been instrumental in the last couple of years. Well, all the things we're doing, we've got a lot of exciting things coming out in the next 6 months, and both of them play a big role in that. So we're setting some good. You guys had some first losing 10 in the community as a whole. It's saying He absolutely involved. That last I did, it says
Planning, we have a meeting, but just kind of routine. Information system.
Insurance, we are well covered on that. And also, just he kept reiterating, the department heads need to make sure that the people who work under you will come in and log on and go on to their website, because it is a risk. And even though we've got insurance, we've got all kinds of law, but just especially reiterating to your employees that you have now and new employees, it's so dangerous when they get in there and they get in on their personal sites. And we're also going to have a training day.
Historical zone.
We had a meeting, but I really don't know why we didn't do anything.
Okay. All right, we'll get into resolution order.
As a resolution approving the contract with CNX Commercial Contractors Inc. in the amount of $96,679 for installation of light and purchase of the Manchester socket.
So moved.
Second. Some discussion, everybody know what it is. Call roll.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Hill.
A resolution authorizing application for the acceptance of 2019 Tennessee Department of Transportation multi-road access grant amount of $950,000, which requires the city to contribute $50,000 and agree to maintain the facilities constructed there.
Second. Any discussion? Any discussion? Call roll.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols.
Resolution approving memorandum of understanding between the Manchester Tourism and Community Development Commission and the Manchester Area Chamber of Commerce.
Do I hear a motion? Second. Is there discussion on it?
Just kind of brief everyone on it. A lot of the things that the Chamber of Commerce is doing is in line with the current proposal. But they actually came to us and wanted to support. There's a lot of things here that they're taking on that it's not requested for information, like hospitals. Basically, it's not kind of taking access to what on that. Probably more expensive road they've ever had. Yeah, they're not taking them on board. So, I'm just kind of evaluating, you know.
How much more did you?
I read through it, I was impressed with it, it made it really clear.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that happen day to day that you can't necessarily write down paper. We will try to at least include the rest of the hospital. There's a lot that you can above and beyond basic user information of our investment. And certainly, they do.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. And Alderman Hill.
Have second reading ordinance to prohibit animals on city property. This was discussed at the last meeting, and I made an addition. I guess added part J. Says any animals properly restrained in an outdoor park or outdoor recreation area, properly restrained from any animals. So it differentiates fowling mammals from others by leash, harness, or tether. Sets forth there. I'd be happy to answer anything asked.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Sure.
Second. Discussion.
I saw this
agree with you how it's been written. It's improved over what was originally written. However, in the beginning of it, they talk about it being disruptive to the balance of natural habitat. It also doesn't thoroughly address all the other companions that people have. There's a lot of people who have companions such as lizards and stuff that can be properly leashed and harnessed. And as far as the detriment to the environment, there's been more damage done by feral cats and dogs than the state-yard exotics. Tennessee climate overall is not conducive to the type of animals that I suspect that they're worried about it. I know it's not conducive especially to a python being loose in the area, so even if one was to get loose, it really wouldn't bring up an issue to be an environmental issue. The majority of environmental issues that occur are usually from things brought in from insects and stuff, not by wildlife, or rather except for wildlife, companions brought in such as parrots, lizards, reptiles, exotic dogs, exotic cats. I'd like to see it totally defeated, as most of this stuff is also covered in your normal ordinance about leash laws, and it's also covered under your Tennessee laws dealing specifically with exotics.
You understood it. All good thing, I don't change it.
Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Alderman Hill.
The first reading of the ordinance being introduced code 5720 relative to disposition of surplus property. This allows the negotiated sale of certain circumstances.
Okay, I have a motion. Make a motion. Second. Okay, then discussion.
What kind of stuff that allows them to sell? Is there a dollar limit on it?
There is not a dollar limit, but the board has to approve those things every time. It's really supposed to be something that's unique or has a limited and specialized market. It got its genesis with trying to get rid of the fire truck, that it was a claim we couldn't get much on gov deals. We could negotiate a better term through a broker. I just ginned this up kind of from what I thought were protections we needed, and I'm certainly open to any suggestions. But that was kind of the task I was given, is to let us sell certain things that we might get better through a broker. Now, I do have in part of this that if they want to sell it by negotiated sale, the director must establish a reasonable estimate of value, must present a suggested method of disposition and the expected price to the board, mayor, and alderman to obtain board approval before the property is offered for sale. So it does have that protection in it, but it is not limited to any particular thing or dollar item. We just is kind of an ad hoc thing.
I'll give one example on the fire truck situation. There's a broker that handles the sale of fire apparatus, and whereas gun deals is kind of anything and everything. So they'll charge you a commission, it's whatever percent, and they'll post it. They'll take offers also, and then they'll come back to you and say, you know, accept this offer, that kind of thing. And this would still require those types of transactions coming from the board. So it just kind of opens up the opportunity for where to sell things. I would like to see this approved on at some point. Once it's utilized, maybe over the course of a year or two, to where you actually get down and approve particular services, particular size, particular brokers, have a way of doing things that's conducive. I think it's a good thing to do, give the opportunity for selling. But I think kind of we're into a territory where we're fine. Brokers, right days, brokers.
Do you have to sell everything to a broker? Can the police department still do what they do?
They can do their own thing. This is just for the fire.
Okay. And this requires specific approval by the board. The disposition that we have right now on gov deals still is not changed by this.
Okay. All right. Then motion to call up.
Alderman French.
Aye.
Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Allen.
Yeah, first reading ordinance to partially abandon the city of Manchester surface interest, if any, in an undeveloped right-of-way platted as part of River Chase subdivision phase 1. There is a sewer line in this, and the sewer line that goes across the back. And Mr. Saint has raised an issue about some drainage across it. And he said there's a drainage pipe. And so we will need, before final reading, it will need to be amended to add that we don't abandon that, whatever easement we have for drainage in it. For first reading, it's okay, whatever the board's pleasure is.
Okay, is there any more discussion about it?
Is there a plat anywhere?
This is that down there,
I got Joey.
where Joey House lives. And it's been the,
I think it was put in the package like 2 months ago.
yeah.
I forgot.
Devin, do we need to put that in there tonight, what you're talking about? Somebody can make a motion to put that in there tonight.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I know there's a large tile that goes right through the middle of it. It's like a 4-foot wide tile, so we just have to have a drainage easement on that tile as well.
Who's on the other side of it?
He's on both sides.
Yeah, Joey Hall's on both sides.
He's on both sides.
And there's some on the back, there's creeks
On
in
the
the
backside, didn't he? Hollingsworth on the backside?
Jim Hollingsworth, yeah, he owns the lot. It's on the backside on the other side of the river that adjoins the highway up there.
So did you talk to him anymore?
I told him about it, and I never heard another word out of him, so I assume they don't have anything.
Well, this doesn't affect his ability to access his property. This just goes across the river.
Well, it is another way to get in, but there is an access off of, was it Haley?
Yeah.
And then off the highway too.
Where the old house,
Right, and in order for them to be able, they have to put in a bridge and different things.
to use this.
To use this right away, yes.
But, you know, that being said, if we get rid of this right away, the other right away was up for vote just about 2 months ago.
Yeah, but we didn't
did.
keep it because we didn't want.
I appreciate the question, because we don't need to be landlocked again. I want to make a motion to amend it to include the language.
drainage.
Okay, we have a second on the amendment?
I'll second.
Okay. Okay, you want to say what the amendment is?
The amendment is to add a retention of the easement for the drainage pipe across this lot.
All right, call the roll on the amendment.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Allen.
Let's go on. Now, we voted on the amendment, now we got to vote. Yeah, you got to vote on the ordinance then as amended.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, I will.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Allen.
Okay, new business, we got some people that we need to appoint. You want to go with tourism and
Yeah, I'll make a motion. Appoint Kevin Shearer.
okay. Now, he's also want to put it for, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
You said that guy, is that?
Well, I mean, we had a previous one, but she was appointed, this one was on it. Maybe 2 months ago.
She put in for vote.
She put it for about, yeah. So I didn't think that we would technically in this round opposed to against.
Serve out Mr. McFall's term, whatever this term is.
Okay, we have a second? Is there discussion on him? Call roll.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Hill.
Okay, we got a housing authority, and he put back in, didn't he?
Yes, that's what we
So that's Mr. Glover. Anybody want to make a motion on that?
I make a motion.
Have a second? Then discussion?
So is he going back in? Did you say he was going back in?
Yeah, he's already on. Yeah, he has to be
second
reappointed.
term.
And they asked to reappoint. Call roll on that.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Hill.
All right, David, you up again.
All right, in your packets, there's one sheet that's got a lot of numbers on it. I was hoping to talk to you about this in a work session, but you didn't have one tonight. So I'm just needing to get an idea of what you're wanting me to do for this ADA transition plan. We've been talking about it a while. We've looked at all of the curb ramp, sidewalks, and crosswalks in the city, and we came up with compiled and ranked all of them by priority, and came up with a figure on what it's going to cost to fix it all. And keep in mind, all this is based on 2018 TDOT unit cost to fix everything, but it's looking at right around 2.8 million to fix all of the existing facilities. But of course, if the city fixes some of it and go different routes, it should come out cheaper. But I broke it down on fixing everything over 10 years, 12 years, and 15 years. And I'm just kind of needing to know if y'all want me to push it out to 15 years or kind of what y'all want me to do. Because what we'll do is in that plan, we'll say in year one we're going to fix items A through Z, and then in year two we're going to fix another item A through Z until the money is gone each year. But whenever it comes time to fix everything, if the city fixes some of it, we may be able to go into the next year and use the money and fix projects for the later years. So, but I was just kind of needing to know, because this plan has to be approved by the 1st of December. So,
What if we just tell them we're not going to fix anything? What happens?
we won't, what they're saying is we won't get our STP money.
Yeah, those states take it with them.
Which ends up being, our STP money each year is about right around what we'll be spending for this 15-year plan to fix. So it's right around the same.
And we don't really know where we can get 15 years or not. We haven't been doing it, but we know we can get 10, right?
Right, yes.
So we figured 15 years would be the best, and it'd be something we could work on. So we're gonna ask the state about 15 years. Now, they might not let it down. We might have to go back to 10. We know we can get 10.
I'll make a motion for 15 years.
Have a second?
Sure, I'll second.
No, in discussion, the only thing I'd like to see is if we could pass that work list along the streets and have a pretty comprehensive list of what we think we can do in-house. We can take it.
Yeah, that's what we
They work on that in the next couple months and see if we can, because the second electricity says we can't do 15 years. Still need to put out a pay plan similar.
Yeah.
If we know exactly what we think we do in-house.
Right.
Can we not do it all in-house?
There's a lot to fix. I know that George and them, they formed a pretty good concrete crew, but I feel like they could fix the sidewalks, but curb ramps and things where it goes down into the mixed asphalt, and they're a little more complicated, and you probably have to sub that out to somebody, I would say.
You say
And
it's,
we talked about it too, when I went over there with James. We talked about getting the street department and I was gonna talk to Brian, but we didn't have a work session. But, we go ask Brian, sometimes did he have somebody, because it's too big for the street department to do. So both of them might have to work at it, some of it. So we can get both of them to kind of help out some, we can do some of it, but we cannot do all of it. There's no way.
And keep in mind too, this doesn't include the cost to fix the buildings too. This was the major cost, but I looked at all of the buildings and facilities and things, and everything looks really good, except for there's going to be quite a bit of work to be done down at the parks and then at the schools. So everywhere else, it was there wasn't a whole lot to be done to make everything ADA compliant.
so did we decide we were going to just, are we going to use the STP funds for this? Is that what we're saying?
I think that would need to be discussed probably at a work session probably, because I know it's been brought up. I know y'all were talking about using the next round the STP funds for Hills Chapel Road, but then whenever you use STP funds, you've got a 20% match. The state covers 80%, but you're also going to be waiting 5 or 6 years for the project to get done. Or you can pay for Hills Chapel Road, the city just pay for that, and then use STP funds to take care of these ADA repairs. It may just need to be discussed at work.
It's just something that we've got there.
Yeah.
So Jeremy, you're saying with ADA compliant, for this money, we stretched out over 15 years, that it's all taken care of. Why would we do it on our own? We get the money from the state to do this.
You change that money.
We don't have the people. So we can't do everything we do and then try to do this too. There's no way for us to do it.
But the money, this money, this $2,768,813, that will do all the work that needs to be done. And where will this money come from?
It either come from those STP funds or from the city.
And we do STP funds, we get so much a year. That's why we put it in a 15-year thing.
It's not new money, it's not new money we're getting it now. It's STP.
Well, say there's been talk of using our next round of STP funds to pay for the Hills Chapel Road project. So we would have to come up with the city would have to come up with the $185,000 on their own.
It's not new money specifically earmarked for this, the STP money, it's not other strings attached to it.
And you don't get that once a year. But that's why we got that in the 15-year plan.
That's delegated to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good.
I just don't want to see us put the Hills Chapel project on.
Well, that's the reason why we're going to have to talk about it.
Yeah.
What we can do, even if we put some money on Hill Chapel, then it might be enough for the street department to do some of it. And
Absolutely.
Ryan, that could take you a year or two to give that money to Hill Chapel. But it's just, we just kind of trying to figure out something. And we all going to have to get together on that and see what we need to do.
And the reason I asked for this is because I'm not opposed to, if we're looking at this long term, I'm not opposed to saying, hey, let's go hire someone that can kind of bridge that gap between some of these things that we can do in-house and have that team who are there to help us do those things long term. I mean, hold that concrete in, basically be able to do, at some point, anything that we need to do as far as public infrastructure is concerned. So we're building bridges or anything, this kind of stuff,
Okay, any more discussion? Okay, 15 years, call roll.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Elo.
That's just refined job description.
Those are emailed out to all the aldermen.
You sent that out, don't you?
Yes, yes, it's already been approved in the safety committee.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Any discussion on that? Call roll.
Alderman French. Alderman Howard. Alderman Bellamy. Alderman Messick. Vice Mayor Nichols. Alderman Elo.
Any old business? Ma'am?
Yes, I'd like to make an announcement that our governor has issued a proclamation that October the 10th to be a day of fasting and prayer. I know that First Baptist is jumping on board, Canvas Church is jumping on board. It's praying for safety in our city. We've had a lot of crisis lately. It's for healing, it's for comfort for, I know, the family that lost a loved one. And I know that our officers need prayer coverage. So just if you're at work, you can go into your closet or whatever fasting looks like. We use social media to give a certain food. But I think it's a good deal. I know Worthfield Church Christ is jumping on board. These churches are jumping on board, and individuals are jumping on board. So that's
Okay. And then this is something safe to do. We got your proclamation. So we're gonna do that.
great. Thanks.
I'm good. All right, we'll adjourn.